Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah. Namaste to all masters. Very good evening. And yes, we are gradually going on this journey, and this is day 8 for us. And for today, we have a topic: emotional intelligence and energy leaks. And the session will be taken by none other than Grandmaster Pari Patriji. So, masters, thank you one more time for attending these sessions on the regular basis and getting all these wisdom. These are the pearls of our life, what we are getting at the moment. And as in a reminder, just we are letting everybody know that we are available on YouTube. Our all sessions are available as a playlist. So if anybody has missed any of the session, please go back and you can go through with the wisdom part and enjoy the meditation as well. And yes, don't forget to keep a water bottle with you and a pen and paper, your notebook, so that keep noting down your questions. If any question is pending, any experiences you want to uh, share it with your team at the last day when we are doing our celebration. And yes, anything, I think we are ready to go in the deep dive meditation. And Sarvoj is going to help us for this part today. Thank you so much for everybody for being here. Sarvoj, you can start the meditation, please. Thank you.
Let's begin by finding a comfortable position. You may sit in a chair or move to the floor. If you choose to remain in your chair, please cross your legs. On the floor, find a comfortable position with legs crossed. If you're wearing glasses, please remove them. Sit up straight, clasp your hands, and close your eyes. The form of meditation we are doing today was first taught thousands of years ago by the Buddha. It is called Anapanasati or breath meditation. Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath, and Sati means to be with. So today we'll stay present with the in breath and the out breath. Let's breathe gently, evenly and steadily. In and out through the nose. No force, just easy, normal breathing. Inhale, exhale. We are not with our thoughts, we are only with our breath. Remember, we cannot be with both at the same time. Just staying with our breath. Our intention today is to remain aware of the breath. For each time we remain for the full length of the meditation, and each time we successfully remember to come back to the breath, we establish a new pathway in the mind. And when we see ourselves being successful, even if for a brief moment, a single return to breath awareness, we further ingrain this new pathway. And the body and mind learn that we indeed can focus, be still, and stay present. your breath. Inhale and exhale. So when thoughts arise, and they will, we turn from chasing these thoughts and we return to our breath instead. And we do this again and again and again, as many times as we need to. No focus, no concentration, no chanting. Simply observing your breath. By remaining with breath, away from the thoughts, we enter a new state of mind. The mind becomes empty of thoughts and tunes into the immense cosmic energy. This is the source of all energy. This energy is the medicine which will heal your body and mind. By remaining with breath, we learn to move past the conscious, analytical mind into the subconscious mind, where the heart feels at home, grateful and free. With each breath, you relax even more. Shift your awareness from the world around you to the world inside you. Let the awareness of your breath help guide the mind inward to the infinite energy within. In this one moment, nothing else exists but your breath. Remain present with your breath, easy, natural, relaxed, quiet breath. Each time you find your thoughts have once again taken you away from the breath, gently come back, move inward again. No force. Let the breath guide you in. Follow your breath. As you inhale, it takes you to this inner space of energy. And with every breath out, that infinite space inside connects with the world around you again. With each breath, you completely let go and relax. There is nothing to do right now, nowhere to be, other than right here, right now, observing the breath. Move from cognition and analysis towards intuition, a more open awareness. Still aware of your breath. Notice how your breath feels as it moves in and out through your nose. How does breath feel as it moves down through your throat, into your lungs, and deep into your belly? Your mind might settle on a particular detail or an overall general awareness of breath. Let it expand. For example, notice the overall movement of breath through the body, the rise and fall of the shoulders, the chest, belly. Stay present with the sensation of breath, allowing the breath itself to be your anchor to this present moment. And if you notice the mind has wandered, simply return to the breath. Natural, easy, steady breath. Completely drop your identity, your personality, self, your ego. Whether you're male or female, whatever title you hold, just simply dropping and connect instead to the magic of breath, becoming pure consciousness. Become the energy of the breath itself. Observe what the breath has to teach you. No longer self-conscious about where you are, what you're doing. Letting go of all expectations. Let go of doing and let yourself simply be in this moment. Withdraw your attention from people, places, time, and events. Just remain present with in-breath and out-breath. Let yourself relax back into this generous, abundant, infinite present moment. Each time you find yourself returning to the known, predictable people, places and things around you, including the self, let yourself drop back to the unknown. Let yourself drop back into the infinite energy within. By becoming one again with each breath in and each breath out. The breath will guide you inward, away from the world around you, and into a new world within. You are not your job title, your identity, your thoughts, or your emotions. You are this infinite energy within, with infinite possibilities. You are the depth and infinite spacious within. So let yourself go deeper towards this inner wisdom. and let your breath guide you in. Let not a single breath go by without noticing it, without observing. It's time to become nobody. Becoming one with the energy of your breath. Let go of the narrator, the part of your mind saying, now I'm breathing in, now I'm breathing out. Be the breath itself, not the entity observing it. Become awareness itself. Become the infinite field of potential. Invest all your energy in the unknown. Linger here, exploring the breath. Remaining free of expectations, free from judgment. Allow yourself to surrender into the depths of the unknown. Fully immersed in the experience of breath. Drop into this experience here in the present moment. The experience of breathing in and breathing out. When you allow yourself to become nothing, to become one with this infinite moment, you open up to infinite potential. You become everything. And then, wherever the mind is now, I invite you to come back to this present moment awareness with your next breath. Last 1 minute. Last 30 seconds. With your next breath, I invite you to slowly bring your hands together and place them on your eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly remove your hands and gently open your eyes. And bring your awareness back to the space around you, back to your body. Namaste. Thank you for this meditation.
Okay, hello everyone, welcome back. And let's give a big clap to the meditation today. Today is day 8 of 21 of Reinvent Yourself. We completed 1 week and the second week is running now. That's amazing. Congratulations. And again, it's your Saturday night and you are here. That is an achievement in itself. Again, big congratulations. Yesterday, I just do a recap of what we've done in the last 1 week. We talked about the importance of meditation, the science behind meditation, why you have to spend your 1 hour with me in this Reinvent Yourself. We talked about the music meditation, the science behind music, thoughts. Radhika came and talked about thoughts and thinking patterns. I hope we are practicing. I hope you are practicing miraculous thinking every single day. It is a very conscious effort, miraculous thinking. It is something that it has to become a second nature for us. Everything should be anything, and especially I was giving a we were doing a workshop for youth in Bangalore at the Pyramid Valley. Did you know that we have a wing called PAIMA, which is Pyramid Youth for Meditation and Ahimsa? That is a youth wing of PSSM. We need to start PSSM Australia. Kanchan, Kalpana, guys. PSSM PAIMA Australia. We have PAIMA India, PAIMA Mexico, PAIMA USA, PAIMA UK, PAIMA Canada. Now we need PAIMA Australia. So youth wing is again, it was before, so it was Pyramid Youth. Now it has changed to Pyramid Youth for Meditation and Ahimsa. That is the title. So there are amazing classes going on for the youth. So we must definitely talk about it. And so when I was talking there, one of the things we were talking about was thinking patterns, miraculous thinking, how to be miraculous. The key is being miraculous when you're happy. Like, just after meditation, you're in the Zen-like state and be miraculous is very easy. But being miraculous in the times of when everything is going wrong, when unnecessary charges happen on your credit card and you call the customer service, at that time, how can you be miraculous? And maybe Kanchan said, here, Sarita ji is here. Kanchan said, Sarita ji, I'm going to build a pyramid. I'll take money from you. And Kanchan takes money and she goes away. She's gayab. She's disappeared. Now, how Sarita will be in miraculous thinking? So these are the places where I'm talking about, is how we bring miraculous thinking. How do we stay in that state of being? Is the question. So again, in abundance class, we'll talk more about this, but it has to become your second nature. It is not about being Zen, being miraculous in the times of when everything is happy, but at the face of adversity, with the face of challenges, how do you keep your calm? And today we're going to go a little bit deeper on this state of being, how to bring that self-regulation into us. So welcome to this class, guys. This is about, we're going to touch a little deeper into the concept of stress, emotions. Now I would like to ask, how many of you are maybe find yourself in stress sometimes? Maybe not always, but sometimes. How many of you think that stress is something that maybe it's traffic, maybe it's your work, maybe it's your wife, maybe it's your husband? What is that stress that you find? Kalpana says yes. Kanchan and yeah.
Okay.
So you need to change your name. Satish from Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yes. Wrinkle. Okay. So we find these stress points. Simi, Siddharth, Prasna. Okay, guys, thank you. Ashwin says yes. So let's go a little deeper into this. This is something that we must all know, because our conversations today, how are they when we meet our friends? And Ramesh says no stress. A big clap. Rameshji says no stress. So I'm happy to hear that there is absolutely no stress. For me, I'll tell you what is my stress. My stress is, I guess, I guess getting, waking up in the morning, that is my stress. I hope I wake up and I don't miss the class today. So I keep 2 alarms, because even if I snooze it by mistake, the other alarm will wake me up. That is my stress in the morning. I'm just so glad to be here. The moment I wake up and I am like, why am I waking up? The reason why am I waking up makes me wake up. So if I don't remember the reason, I'm like, okay, I'll just sleep. But the moment I remember, why am I here? Why am I doing this? That's the way. That's my wake up signal. Okay, let's go ahead, guys. Let me share this presentation. Again, this is today. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. Today, I'm not in a rush, so it's good. Emotional intelligence. And this is if you're a corporate worker, you're a professional, you're a entrepreneur, you're a career, you're a mother, a teacher, students. For all this today's session is for all of you guys. Okay, the first quote as we begin. We are not the biological system that we see in the mirror. We are an energy, wisdom, consciousness system. Okay, so that's what he says, that we are not some biological systems. We are when we see in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see flesh? Do you see solid? But we are this energy, wisdom, consciousness system. This three term is a very key term to understand. Today we are not probably will get into deeper, but when you understand this, you will understand the PSSM logo. If you have seen the PSSM logo, if you haven't seen, go back and see it again. It is the energy, wisdom, consciousness. We are the energy, wisdom, consciousness systems. Emotional intelligence and spiritual science. So why am I talking about emotional intelligence and right now when we are talking about meditation? One of the key things is emotions. Understanding emotions is a key part in energy management. We are energy systems. We expend and renew energy every single day. When I say expand, means we are expanding it. We are giving away energy, and we are taking energy too. So today, I encourage you to think as emotions as not good or bad. There are no good emotions or bad emotions. Okay, this is something now I want you to think about. There are only emotions that are renewing or that are draining. Okay, and emotions that are draining or renewing. There are no good or bad emotions. Every emotion is helpful, beneficial at some point. Many people say, Pari, especially my husband, he used to say, because he sees me every day and I'm me getting angry or frustrated or cranky, and he's like, you're a meditator, how can you be like this? How can you get angry, or how can you get frustrated? This is a very common question. I'm sure you get this too, that, oh, you are a meditator, you should not behave like this, or you should not be like this. But that is such a myth. If I didn't have frustration in my life, I would have never left my job and be here before you. I would have been sitting in before my computer and doing something right now. If Gandhiji did not have anger or frustration, we would have never got independence. So anger, if my child is putting her hand in the fire, and if I don't show anger, then that emotion at that point is beneficial. So every emotion is beneficial. That is why we have those emotions. If it is not beneficial, why do we have it? Emotions are a part of this human biosuit that we have taken upon. So we have come here to experience emotions. So self-sabotaging ourselves, no, I should not feel this way, no, this is wrong, that takes away the purpose of the emotion when you self-sabotage. So emotions, there are only again two types of emotions: emotions that are draining, emotions that are renewing. So that is how we will see emotions in a different way. Emotion, that is energy in motion. Emotion. So in an emotion, always the energy is moving. There's a movement of energy when you have an emotion. When you don't have, that is how the matrix works. The 3D matrix that we live in works is through emotions. Now think about it. Where is the highest energy, passion? When you see, where are the three things that have the highest energy? One is sports. When you see sports, when you are passionate about sports, when you're India, Pakistan, or countries like this, when you're there, there's so much emotion there. That is, there's so much energy there. Religion. My God is greater than your God. If you tell your God is greater, I'll kill you. Emotion. There's a lot of energy there when we talk about God. That my God is the best God. The third is entertainment, movies, emotion. A movie gets hit only when there is emotion in it. Otherwise, that it doesn't get hit. So emotion is a very critical part in creating success or failure. Emotion is very, very important ingredient. So even in manifestation, when we talk about manifestation, if you have just intention and no emotion, there is no movement there. The energy is not moving there. So emotion is a very vital point. And now I would like you to think emotion as your money. Okay, how you expend money and save money. I'm not watching Amazon Prime. Why should I spend $10 per month every day? I'm going to cancel it. So you're seeing money. Okay, this is, I should unsubscribe here or subscribe here. Money, you're very careful. Every month you'll probably go through your credit card and see where you're spending and where you should not. The same way, think about your energy, where you must spend and where you must not spend. We'll go in detail just in a minute. Researchers began showing in the 1980s and 90s that success in life depended more on an individual's ability to effectively manage emotions than on the intellectual ability of the brain in the head. You can be very intellectual, but if you don't know how to have relationships, communication, you can't do any business. And communication and relationships is mostly driven by your emotions. How you feel about that person, how your state of being is. So that's how we respond or react to situations. This is Doc Shilre. Let me talk about the heart and brain connection. One of the key things that I've learned at school, I'm sure, tell me if you have learned this too, that your brain is the CEO of your body. Everything is controlled by your brain. This was what was told. So again, as we talked in neuroplasticity on the day one, your brain develops only up to certain age. So drink milk, eat almonds, all of these stuff, we give that to our children so that the brain develops, and after 12 or 13 the brain stops developing. So do that when you are a child. But the truth is, now there's a new science called actually within even medical terms, neurocardiology, which is the brain and heart communication connection. Did you know that your heart has 40,000 brain-like cells? Okay, 40,000 brain-like cells, your heart. So it has a mini brain in it, which actually sends more signals to your brain than your brain sends signals to your heart. Okay, so your heart is very, very powerful. Your heart is 5,000 times more magnetic than your brain. Now your heart is electrical, your brain is electrical. Okay, you measure it through EKG and ECG. When you go to hospital, the first thing they do is, if you have brain, ECG. So when there is electricity, remember the law of physics, there is magnetism. So we are electromagnetic beings. Our brain is so our heart is 5,000 times magnetic than our brain and 100 times more electrical than our brain. This is the research. So your heart is like a magnet. It attracts things, basically. Very powerful. Heart is the most powerful. So it is sending its brain the messages. Anything that you perceive happens. Now let's go to okay, I don't have. Okay, let's go to this. I'll talk about that in a second. We'll talk about stress. Okay, so it's sending more messages to your brain, and your brain then activates your autonomous nervous system. We'll talk about that in just a second with the picture. Stress. Let's talk about stress. By the American Institute of Stress, it is defined as stress is how we respond when our needs are not met. This is probably a great presentation when you talk to your corporate professionals to explain about stress. Okay, so please stay with me, because this is how you can talk with logic. So stress is how we respond when our needs are not met. So when a need is there, we cannot meet it, stress happens. I have to reach home at certain time so that I can spend time with my family from work. But the traffic is an hour long. There are people cutting, and I'm just like, I need to get home, but this traffic is just increasing because of one person's mistake, a simple mistake that he just stopped the car in the road, and that creates stress because your need is to be at home at certain time, but you're not able to meet that need. So that demand, so the stress creates. Now, the another thing about stress is when that need is there, when there is no coping inner resource to cope that need, to cope to that demand, that emotion, stress is created. A condition or feeling experienced when a person perceives that demands exceeds the personal and social resources the individual is able to mobilize. So this is a feeling or a condition experienced when a person perceives that the external demands exceed the personal and social resources the individual able to mobilize. Okay, so whenever a demand, external demand is there and you're not able to meet or cope with that, stress is created. Is there a good stress? Do we have anything like good stress? Because sometimes when I work with like executives or corporate professionals, they'll say, Pari, when I talk about stress, and they'll say, Pari, you know what? I need my stress, Pari. If there is stress, then I am better at it. I work harder at it. Now, is there a good stress? There is a good stress, and it is called eustress. There are different kinds of stress. Eustress, acute stress, chronic stress. So different types. Now, eustress is good for us. It actually increases our brain cells. So it is helping us boost our creativity, innovation. Now, what is good stress? I go to gym. I do 10 push-ups. Tomorrow, I will do 20 push-ups. What am I doing? I'm pushing myself. I'm stressing my body. And this is good stress because I'm taking this as a challenge. You just get married, or you have a new girlfriend or a boyfriend. Everything is so amazing. You'll be like, oh, wow, you know what? I'm happy to be here. This is new. And you're taking it in a positive mindset, like a challenge, like you want to do it. Or a challenge at your work, like you have a new project, you just got promoted and you have a new project. You're like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take up this as a challenge. That stress is good because it is pushing your limits, your challenge, it is getting you out of your comfort zone to explore further yourself. Anything when and there's the saying, if you are in your comfort zone, there is no growth. You have to come out of your comfort zone, your comfort friends. When we tend to move in our life, we create a set of friends that we are comfortable. We create a set of environment that we are comfortable. But the key, there is no growth in it. You're not, if you're talking the same conversations, having the same food, doing the same thing every weekend, there is no growth. If you want growth, you have to get out of the comfort zone. You have to meet new people, talk new things, uncomfortable things. That is how you grow in your life. So now, what are the other types of stress? Good stress, routine stress, everyday stress, acute stress, chronic stress, and traumatic stress. These are the different stages of stress. Normally, when you get into chronic stress, that is when the burnout begins. That is when you're like, I'm ready to quit my job. I'm ready to get divorced. I'm ready to move cities. I want to just leave the city and go back. That is where the burnout starts in chronic stress. Okay. Routine stress is everyday stress, work stress, this, work-life balance, and so on. Acute is when it is getting little. Now that positive challenge, your company says, this weekend, I remember when I was in Ernst & Young in New York, I was working there. That is probably the trigger for me to quit my job. They would say, Pari, just this weekend, come, we need to finish this project. You are the lead. You have to do this. They're giving me some chocolates to get on work on the weekend. And I'm like, okay, I will do it. You know what? I'm going to crush this. 1 weekend, 2 weekend, 3 weekend. And then it becomes a routine now. Now they're calling us every weekend. Now I don't have I'm saving up all my vacation because I want to prove myself. And being a woman, and that's another challenge, being in the room full of men and proving my point that I know something, that I am important, that I am pretty, kick-ass in presenting. It was a very challenging situation, and then I had to be louder. I had to like cut people and talk. So it's very cutthroat and very competitive. And to prove myself constantly, I would not take vacation. I would save up my vacation to a certain time. And now when the vacation comes, it is a stress on me on how to best enjoy the vacation, because I only have 5 days or 6 days. Now that is another stress. How do I best now in that vacation time, if the flight get delayed or something happens, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I saved all year for this, and now look at this, I can't even enjoy my vacation. So we are in stress all the time. We are saving up our weekends or days for the weekend. Okay, Friday comes, let me enjoy. But stress is something that you have to deal in the moment, when on the go, not after when you save for vacation or when you save for the weekend, not then. It is on the go. That is when you have to work at it. What does stress do? Stress increases cortisol, adrenaline, and lowers DHEA. DHEA is a hormone which is called a happy hormone. Like when you're doing things you love, cooking, if you love dancing, yoga or something, laughter, humor creates DHEA, which is a happy hormone. So stress increases cortisol and lowers DHEA, and which is a reason for 90% of doctor visits. Stress is the reason. 90%, everything. Obesity, diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, any kind of heart problems, reproductive problems, reproductivity, fertility problems, lower sex drive. All of these problems are and no sleep, insomnia, are the problems of stress. And you may think like, if in your life, even your everyday kind of moods are affected by your stress, by your cortisol. So now what does stress do? So again, let's just go. What does stress do to your body? I'll give you a simple example. Now this is a deer in the forest, happily enjoying the grass, eating the grass with its family. Now suddenly the deer sees a lion or a tiger. What does it do? It has three options. Normally this is called fight or flight or freeze. You might have heard about this: fight or flight or freeze. Normally, do you have deers in Australia? Do you see deers while driving? No? Okay. We see it here. So when you drive, when the deer comes on the road and it sees the headlights, It doesn't run, it just freezes with fear. That's what deer does. So so there are a lot of accidents that happen with deer because it doesn't, that in fear, what it does is it freezes. It just freezes. It just keeps looking. Now there's another two things. So when the tiger comes, it either have to run or it has to fight the tiger. Now what does the deer chooses at that time? To run. So the deer is running. So that as soon as the deer sees the tiger, within seconds, within 5 seconds, its a physiological system gets activated, its autonomous nervous system, which has two branches, sympathetic and parasympathetic. Its sympathetic nervous system gets activated and tells its brain, okay, you know what, there's a panic, there's a threat. What it does then, this survival system gets activated. It shuts down its digestive system. It doesn't need to digest its grass when a tiger is coming to eat it. It shuts down its immune system, reproductive system, endocrine system. Endocrine is your hormonal system. It takes all the blood into your brain. Okay, and your breath is, you breathe faster, your eyes are dilated, your tongue, your saliva is secreted. Your lungs are beating harder. I mean, your heart is beating harder. So your lungs are taking all the energy. So when even the blood gets coagulated, that means if that tiger bites it, it's not tasty. There is no blood there. So it gets coagulated. So your body is preparing for the survival. And all the blood is going to the brain, and even in the brain, your neocortex, your thinking brain gets shut down. Okay. All you have to do is think about, okay, where do I run? Where do I run? What is a safe place? 3 things get activated. What are the 3 things? Time. How much time do I have? Your environment, which is a safe environment, and your body. Is your body safe? Is your family safe? So these are the 3 things that get highlighted, and it's running now. Running. And as it's running, it's seeing that it's not thinking about, oh my gosh, the grass is so beautiful, I'll come back tomorrow and eat here. Or the sky is so beautiful. It's not thinking about that. It has to run, it has to save itself. So as soon as it goes back to a safe environment, it looks around, there's no tiger. Now its physiological system goes back to its normal. Okay. In a deer, in the animals, this is how even the same system is within us. But for us, there is no tiger here. We are not living in Stone Age. But the tiger is your next presentation. The tiger is a performance talk with your boss. A tiger is your colleague that you see every day and you hate talking to that person. And you see every day and you're like, oh gosh, why am I stuck in this job? And that you think is your tiger. So whenever that you think about it, your heart is sending a signal. Your brain is getting a signal. There is a threat. There's a threat. You know what? The biggest thing is you don't even have to experience that. Even just sitting at your home right now, if you think about the most stressful situation, the people that you hate, or the people that you don't like, or the situations that you are in, why am I stuck here? Why don't I have money? Why don't I have a big house? Oh gosh, I wish I had won a lottery or something. I could have been better. So even the thoughts of not able to meet your needs create stress in your mind. And what does stress do? Stress, this is a sympathetic and parasympathetic. I promise this is a meditation session and not a science session, but this is important for you to understand what we are doing. So this is a parasympathetic. What it does is it's like a brake pedal. So it brings a brake to all the systems so that it calms down. And sympathetic is your gas pedal. It gives you that adrenaline. Now both are important. Cortisol is important to our body. If we don't have cortisol, we will never wake up from sleep. There is no alarm system. There's no alert system. So for example, if you're driving and something comes in the way, you put a big brake, that because you get alerted through your cortisol. So we need cortisol, but excess cortisol is like putting acids on your body. literally assets. So you're pouring assets. So it's like you're continuously now thinking about a family gathering. Oh my gosh, that is a big stressor. Like if we have a, say, wedding or a family gathering that we have to attend in, say, next month. From this month, we are thinking like, oh my gosh, oh, that aunt is coming. If she says you're fat again, I'll tell her this. I'm gonna show her. I'm gonna say this to her. I'm gonna say that to her. What dress am I wearing? I should not look fat. I should look my best. I should show that I have the best life. We have, because we have this stress of me having that family gathering from 1 month before. Okay. And now we go to the family gathering again, we are in stress about what is happening. And after the gathering, oh my gosh, why didn't I say this? I should have said that. I should have said that. Why did I behave like this? I am such a stupid. We are thinking about that again. So we are in the stress continuously. We are not back to normal. We are thinking about that. So this is acute to chronic stress. We are living that acids continuously, pouring it on our body. So what does that do? Remember what I said. It is completely shutting down your systems. You do yoga, you do meditation, you're eating good food, but your immune system gets compromised if you're living in stress, if you're not taking care of stress. And one of the biggest things we have is, we think is stress is, oh gosh, sometimes mothers or parents think is concern. Worrying about something is love, expressing love for somebody. Sometimes we express love in the form of worry, in the form of concern, in the form of jealousy. Even like new lovers, when they feel like, oh, I'm jealous of where my partner is, they feel that is a form of expression of love. Mostly guilt, regret, most of these emotions have also been associated as an expression of love. But truly, are they beneficial to us? As they um, are they renewing our energy? We need to think about that. So now understanding emotions, what the stress does. So what are the emotions that trigger this sympathetic nervous system? So emotions, the heart sends an emotion to your brain and activates sympathetic nervous system. So which emotions? So as I said, there are depleting and renewing emotions. What are depleting emotions? Which are literally taking away your battery, like this picture. I like this picture. Emotions such as fear, frustration, impatience, intolerance, anger. What else? Guilt, jealousy, drama, gossip. What else? Sadness, grief. All of this cause the release of stress hormones. Okay. This often results in reduced muscle mass, brain cell death, impaired memory, accelerated aging, impaired mental function, diminished performance. When you're in stress, when you're fight and flight, you literally become stupid because your thinking brain gets shut down. You can't think properly. This is where, when the burnout happens, like when you're in fight and flight, when your colleague is constantly taunting you, cutting you off in presentations, when this happens, you're building that stress, and someday you'll say, I'm just leaving this job. This job is not for me anymore. I'm just quitting this. You're in that burnout stage. You're in that stage where you're just either ready to quit or ready to pounce and fight on that person. How many times we found in conversations when a certain person comes and these emotions get triggered, we are ready to fight that person. We are ready to, taunting is a self-defense, taunt, constant taunting, constant complaining is a self-defense for survival. So think about it, who in your environment, or maybe it's you, who is in this state. Think about it. If you find somebody in this constant complaining, constant worrying, constant taunting, that means they are in their stress. They are in their fight and flight mode. You need to help them instead of getting angry at them. So because they are in the stress, now we need to get their parasympathetic nervous system activated. So they are draining their energy. It is literally, and it is not the big loss or the big tragedy that happens that creates energy loss, the draining. It is the small things. For example, the wall. So in my previous house, we just got painted. Okay, we just painted the walls. And then I love having pictures, personalizing the wall. And my husband is one of the worst handymans ever. Okay. He cannot. So I've told him, like, after the paint is done, please get the pictures on the wall, because he has to put the nails and stuff. And it's been, since the day I told him, since the walls have been painted, it's been 6 months. The wall is like that, and the painting, the pictures lie down next to it, sitting there. Every time I walk by past that wall, and I'm like looking at the wall, oh gosh, when will this get done? Why is he like this? He never listens to me anything. I always tell them, but nothing goes to his head. He doesn't value me. He doesn't give me importance. The thought process goes into such a way, and the fight begins. So every time I see the wall, ah, the pictures are not up. This is an energy drain. That frustration is an energy drain, constant energy drain. It is like a bucket. You pour water with meditation, good work, kind things, but then this so you have are your holes in the bucket. The water is constantly going, and you're pouring water, and you're thinking, why nothing is happening? I'm meditating for so long, but nothing is happening, because you have such in your life that you need to take it out. You need to close those holes. So what did I do? Immediately, I went and I put all the pictures up. And then I'm like, because I stopped complaining now. I stopped waiting for things to happen. I took the power in my hands, and I took my sanity in my hands. So this example, I say, please don't share this with my husband. And it's good that he doesn't get into my classes, so he doesn't listen to what I talk about him. But that is your energy draining emotions. Now let's talk about renewing emotions. There are emotions which like putting your phone in charger. They're charging you immediately as soon as you have that emotion. They release the hormone DHEA, okay, the happy hormone. You're energized. What are those emotions? Care. Now, care is something genuine, not just like, oh, I care for Mother Earth, I care for plants, and you do nothing about it. You say, so you have to have a genuine care in your heart. Okay. You have to feel it. Courage, tolerance, appreciating somebody. Appreciation creates those hormones in your body, which immediately charges you. It creates 1400 biochemical reactions in your body, every emotion, and triggers this. So this increases longevity, increases resilience to adversity, improved memory, improved problem solving, increased intuition, creativity. Your thinking brain gets activated. You can make more smart decisions in your life. You can avoid a lot of drama in your life. Time, you can save time. You can save your money by not investing in wrong career choices, by not investing in wrong relationships. Lot of drama can be saved by just being in these renewed emotions. So tolerance, having tolerance, patience, all of these is renewing emotion. So now you have, these are the domains of resilience. Okay. Physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. It is not, so when you need coherence, what is coherence? Coherence is stability, balance. When you need balance, you need all these 4 domains in you have to increase resilience in all with these 4. It is not just going to yoga, drinking protein shakes creates resilience. It's not just that, or it's not just your mental status. It is all 4. Your emotional is the biggest energy drainer. So think about your emotions. Is anger necessary here? Is it beneficial here? Be selfish with your energy. Think about, is this today's homework is, think about this. Take a paper and pen, write 10 things that gives you the most resistance. Okay, the most resistance. Sending that email to that person, calling that aunt or that family person who always says, you never call, you never call, you never call. We all have that person. As soon as you meet that person says, you never call, you never come to my home. And it starts with a complaint. And how does a conversation go when it starts with a complaint? So So call that person. So write the 10 things you have the most resistance, maybe cleaning your closet, maybe cleaning your garage, maybe going to the gym, signing up for that gym, maybe something that you have showing resistance for the longest. Write 10 things. And now take the top 3 ones that you have resistance. Okay. Tomorrow, this is your homework, this week's. Take the top 3, get it done. Put meditation aside, put everything aside, and first get those 3 things done, because they are taking up your most of your space in your heart. When you take out that anxiety, when you take out that thing, you create so much space to do what you want to do now. Okay, this is your homework. Write 10 things that gives you resistance. Take the top 3 things and get it done. 3 things first thing in the morning. So this increases. So this is how we are focusing now in PSSM. The 4 domains: physical and flexibility. We talk about being with the nature, movement. We talked about grounding, how important it is. So physical, eating right food is important. Fresh food is important. Don't microwave food. Microwave, it creates dead prana in your food. So mental flexibility, read books, expand your awareness, perceptions. Reading books is very, very essential for having that mental flexibility, acceptance, able to see from different perspectives, having empathy. Emotional is miraculous mindset, self-love, loving your body, loving yourself, not self-sabotaging, appreciating yourself, appreciating others, listening to experiences is emotional flexibility. Spiritual flexibility, of course. What is spiritual resilience? Is about openness, inclusivity, open to tolerate other people's belief systems. It's not just your belief system, what you believe. If somebody has a different belief system, be open to it, listen to it. You may not agree with it, which is okay. Resist the need to prove your point at every point. This is something that I've learned in conversations. To resist that, to be right, to resist to prove your point, to the resist to have a say in every conversation. When we resist that need, then we create a lot of resilience within us, which is the spiritual flexibility. So these are the 4 domains that we need. And when we bring balance to all these 4, we live in coherence. Now, the heart rhythms that I talked about. Heart sends a very specific signature to your brain. So when you are in these emotions such as frustration, irritation, impatience, worrying is a big energy drainer. We think it's like putting your car in the garage and keeping your wipers and lights on all night. Slowly, it's draining all night. And in the morning, the car is shut down. So you can't see the worry as a drainer, but it is draining. Like worrying for your job, worrying for finances, worrying for your kids. Oh my gosh, where is my kid? Where is my kid? My kid is safe. Thinking about that. We think it is love. We think it's concern, but we never know when that care becomes overcare. This is where we need to know when the care becomes overcare. It becomes an energy drainer now. So your heart sends incoherent signal to your brain when it is in these emotions. When you are in appreciation, calm, patience, it sends a coherent signature to your brain telling, hey brain, everything is calm, chill, enjoy. So it doesn't activate the cortisol and adrenaline in your brain. So we have a magnetic field around us, and this can be measured. This is not aura, by the way. 3 feet around you. Okay. 3 feet. This is your magnetic field. This is like, it has these, it broadcasts and receives information like radio waves. This can be measured, and this field takes the information from your heart. Say, for example, I see Sarvoj here. In my heart, I'm feeling like, oh, why is he here? I don't want to see his face. Why is he in this class? But then in my mind, I'm telling Sarvoj, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you. I'm so happy to see you. But in my heart, I'm like, this guy again, why is he here? So if we have these 2 contradicting, incoherent intention plus emotion, What does the field does? You, Sarvoj will be like, even though I'm saying, Sarvoj, I'm so happy to see you, you will know Pari is fake. She is not authentic. She's not being herself. I can somehow sense it. She's not her. How can you sense it? Through my signals that I'm broadcasting, and that in my field. So I broadcast it through with my heart emotions. Whatever emotion I'm sensing, I'm broadcasting in my field. And that is being this is called energetic communication. It is not just your body language, tone, all of that. It is your energy that is communicating as well around you. So sometimes, we think, oh gosh, you're in fear, you're in stress, but you go home and you're like, I don't want to give my stress to my kids or my husband. Let me deal with it. Sacrificial behavior. That is, your fear is contagious. Even though you don't express it, it sends the signals to your family. So your family gets into anxiety. If you go home every day in fear, every day in anxiety, it is not just yours anymore. It goes to your family. The family shares that energy. So they are in anxiety. Your kids get into anxiety. Your kids, if you have young children, they are the reflection of who you are. They carry your energy. How do they carry? Because of these signals that you are projecting every single day around them. But the key is the happiness, the confidence, they are also contagious. The happy you are sending those signals from your heart. The appreciation, you have to be genuinely appreciate somebody. It's not just saying, oh, you're very nice, you're very good. No, you have to feel it in your heart. Like when you donate, you should not be donating because it is creates good karma or you're doing good to the society. If you do that, nothing is going to come back to you. You have to genuinely feel in your heart, like, I'm giving this happy money. This is called happy money. We'll talk in the abundance class. I'm giving abundance to you. When you feel it in your heart, it comes back to you more and more. So what are you broadcasting? Okay, now think about it. In your signals, what are you broadcasting? What signals are you sending around you? What messages are you sending? Whatever you're sending, you're receiving it back. This is called law of attraction. So it is not just up in your mind. How do you bring alignment? So it was seen that when you meditate, you bring alignment into your heart. We'll do a quick 2-minute self-regulation tool. This is called heart focused breathing. Okay, this is not meditation. This is a self-regulating tool. Whenever you feel that fear or anxiety in your heart, or you are doing something important, you have a message come in, and it triggers you somehow, or an email, and you have to reply back. When you're in that anxiety, try this technique. It's called heart focused breathing. Let's try this now. First, I'll explain what that is. You're just going to breathe in and out through your nose, so through your heart. Through your heart. You're going to breathe in and out through your heart. If it helps you, you can place your hands on your heart, and you're going to breathe deeper and slower than usual. Okay, deeper and slower than usual. Just breathing in and out through your heart. And you can breathe in for 5 seconds and breathe out for 5 seconds, or whatever is comfortable for you. You can do this open eyes or closed eyes. You can do this walking. You can do this anywhere. It is not meditation. You're not leaving your body. So let's try this for 2 minutes today. Today, if you want, you can close your eyes. So we'll just breathe in and out through our hearts. Just deep and slow breaths. Breathing in and out through your heart. Few more breaths. Okay, let's come back. Let's come back and open your eyes. Now, I didn't say come back to your body. Let's come back to this conversation because you did not leave your body. This is not meditation. So this is a technique used anytime, anywhere. This is a self-regulating technique. Now, why we focus on your heart? Remember, wherever you focus, your energy goes there. So when you focus in your heart, it changes your physiology in your heart. Now, remember what I talked about. Your heart is sending signals, so incoherent signals. So changing your brain is not the solution. You have to go back to the roots. For depression, anxiety, Ashwin says, ma'am, breathing through heart means deep breathe only with lungs and not involving tummy. Well, tummy moves with your breath, but you focus on your heart, not on any other organ. You focus in your heart because you're switching the signal in your heart. So when you focus in the heart area, the physiology in your heart shifts, because wherever you focus, your energy goes there. So you're going to the root cause. So for depression, people give pills to change the brain chemistry. That doesn't do anything. You have to go to the root. The root is in your heart. So when you go to the root and switch the incoherent signal to the coherent signal, you send the right signals to your brain and you are in, it immediately shifts. It immediately calms you down. So try this and see every time when you are feeling anxiety, feeling fear, you can try this. So this is about stress. This is about emotions. Now, the gist of today's class is understanding what stress is doing to you. Do not normalize stress and say, oh gosh, life is stress. Oh gosh, work is stress. Think about the impact stress is creating on your life, on your body, for your family. And also now identify those energy drainers. What are your energy drainers? What are your triggers? If it's a relationship, is it worth to be in that relationship? Remove all the toxic relationships. Get out of it. Take the courage to say no. There is no benefit in being a people pleaser. There is no benefit in just pleasing people, because you're not being authentic. Your energy is being drained and the other person doesn't get benefit from it. So it is just superficial. Yes, treating depression, one should start with heart. One should start regulating your heart, regulating your emotions. That's where it begins. So living in fear, living in people pleasing has no doesn't serve anything. Identify, be more self-aware. So when you start meditating every day, you're more self-aware of how your emotions are running. Emotions are like those warning signs in your car, that that petrol, gas low, the sign, or the oil is due. If you keep ignoring those warnings, you end up being burnout. You end up stranded on the road. So pay attention to your emotions. Why are you feeling that? What is wrong? What is that emotion trying to tell you? What message does it have? And treat your energy like money. Do not invest your energy into things that do not serve you. Be selfish with your energy. Is it worth it? Is your frustration worth it? Is your anger worth it? And bring more renewing, appreciation, gratitude. 10 things. Have a gratitude journal. What are you grateful about? Teach this to your kids. Teach them to be in gratitude. Teach them to be appreciative. Trying this heart focused breathing can be taught to kids as well. So these are the things that we can begin to start understanding. And I want to actually show you, there is also, I did, if you go to pssga.org, I'm going to put this link, pssga.org. There is 3 quick steps to radical resilience. It's a free masterclass that we did. By the way, this is a Pyramid Spiritual Society's Global Academy. There are a lot of free courses in there, a lot of some paid too. The paid courses support the platform for this so that we can give more and more free courses. But we need to sustain this as well. So this is a free course. Please go and watch this course. Again, if you want deeper dive into this, here we talk about resilience, understanding stress domains, energy leaks. If you want, how do we shift? How do we respond versus reacting and hard focus? You can even share this with anyone you think would benefit from this. And there is a complete course, 8-week course called Resilience Advantage. Intelligent Stress Management course, 8-week course. This is a course that can be given in corporates everywhere. If you wish that this course be offered, maybe in your team, in your organization, or anywhere, please reach out to me. I'll be happy to give this course. Normally we do this for paid, but I'm happy to do this for free in your organizations if you wish to bring this. Yes, Kanchan, please unmute.
Ma'am, actually, we were unable to see your screen, so that's what.
Oh, you can see my screen.
Yeah, black screen we are seeing.
Okay, sorry. Let me share this again.
Now, okay.
This is the course, 3 quick steps to radical resilience on pssga.org. This is our website, PSSM website. In fact, I encourage you also to do courses and put it in here. If you have a topic you want to share about, do a 40 minutes course. So we have a conscious teacher training program that happens for teachers from, if you want to be a PSSM certified teacher, PSSM Global, then this is the course. It is a paid course. It's not a free course because you get this certificate, which is accredited by IMMA and CPD, international organizations. If you want to be a certified meditation teacher in an organization or something that you need a certificate, then you can do this course. A lot of things we teach we are not teaching here how to meditate. We teach it how to teach meditation, how to teach plant-based living in organizations, how to create your own groups, how to create a community, how to lead it. Lot of resources, tons of resources, and leadership, and also train you in presentation skills, leadership skills, marketing. Because it's not just enough to be a teacher and in your home. You need people to teach. How do you find those audience? How do you bring them into your class? So marketing about it. Again, public speaking. So there's a lot of stuff in this. It's about mindset. It's about grooming you. Basically, we groom you to be a teacher in an organization. Lot of templates, email templates, how to reach out to your organization, what email should you send, yoga centers or maybe schools if you want to teach to kids. A lot of our teachers are teaching kids now. They're especially in Malaysia, we have Shema and all, they have done this course. So this is one course we have here. This actually, again, all of the money that comes through this goes into teaching meditation globally also. So again, there's the pregnancy kit, spiritual reboot. There's a lot of other free courses too. There's abundance class. This is actually 38 lessons. It's a free course. And this one is a donation based course if you want more like a boot camp. But this you can do for free after the abundance class. I'll share this link again. You can do this for free. Again, what else? By the way, Navratri, October, we do 9-day extreme juice detox program, a free program. So if you want to do a juice detox, mind, body, and spirit, join me, because this year I'm also doing it. It starts October 15th to October 23rd, only on juices. Okay, so it's going to be a juice detox. So I would invite you, if you want to take up this challenge, please join in. And what else? We have about crystals. This is in Hindi. It's Spanish. We have Spanish classes too. So a lot of trying to create again a mandala from heart. This is created by Madhu. There is a free course from her, Introduction to 9-Dimensional Liberation. Christina Schwen is a great multi-dimensional accelerator, and she has done us a free program. Shreyans's programs are there, Manifestation Decoded, and there's another program, I think, Quantum Living with orgone pyramids. If you want to know science about orgone pyramids, this is it. So yeah, so these are all the courses you can go check out, pssga.org. And yeah, with this, I am, and also there is, yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. So with this, I'm gonna close today's session. If you have any, maybe we can take 2 minutes if anybody would like to share anything. Tomorrow we are going to do about, what is tomorrow? Let me just check. You create your own reality. Wow, we're going to do about manifestation. Okay, how do you manifest? So it's going to be awesome. And then we have a question and answer day. So on the question and answer day, there is no topic. We're going to listen to experiences. We're going to share any question and answers. Okay, guys, I think we are 8 minutes late today, but I'm happy you guys are here. I'm happy you're showing up. We'll meet again tomorrow, same time, with you create your own reality with manifestation. So thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow, same time.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you
ma'am.
so much, ma'am. Thank you.
So